Hey, what's going on YouTube? Dubmaster Kahn here again with another reggae tutorial. This time is going to be on piano, how to get some good reggae piano tones, and some organs and different types of pianos that you can use, and a couple of little techniques. I'm not going to go too crazy into like how to play reggae piano, but basically I have here I just recorded a really simple bass line. Oh, and if you haven't checked out my last video on reggae bass, go and check that one out. Kind of describes what I'm doing here. So anyways, let's dive in. All right, let's take a listen here to the bass line that I got. Really simple. It's just D minor to A minor, just like in the last video. I wanted to keep it kind of the same idea. So anyways, I'm literally only playing 3 notes. I'm playing D, then I'm going down a whole step to C, and then to A. So, and C is the third of A. It's really simple bass line. And what I have here is I got a few different types of piano tones. So let's just start with this first one here. This is the Grandeur by Native Instruments, and it is a grand piano, and it sounds amazing. So I'm going to record a little bit, just really simple stuff, and I'm going to mute my voice here so that you don't hear me banging on the keys. Okay, so that was a really simple kind of beat, or I guess that was a simple loop that I recorded on the piano, or in MIDI, with this Grandeur voice. So I have that. Let's just take a quick listen. Add some space. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And you can see here I have the lid kind of half closed on a softer setting. I got a little bit of tape saturation and some of the EQ going, but basically it's just kind of seasoned to taste, right? So let's listen to this other voice here. This is another one from Native Instruments, and it's called the Maverick. And this one is another kind of really old grand piano. It sounds different though. You can hear the overtones. So this one. More meaty, maybe has some more overtones. So if I'm playing this, I mean, they're similar, right? But I find a grand piano is really good for reggae. And then I just got this plugin yesterday, actually. It's the Korg M1, and this was used like in the 90s for reggae stuff all the time. Let's take a listen to that one. That's kind of that like plastic synth piano, but I think it sounds super cool, especially if you're doing like kind of a major song or a more modern reggae song. It's really cool. But let's put it back to the Grandeur, And let's try out the bubble organ sound here. So this is Logic's organ, and the vintage B3 they call it, and it just comes with Logic and it's really good. Let's just do a quick little recording here. Okay, so you guys heard that. Just deleting what I just recorded here. So that's the bubble organ. And then that same organ from Logic, the vintage B3, this is, I call this a background organ. And then it sounds really cool with EQ, with the high end brought up. And then with some panning going on. So let's record something there. So that's pretty cool. And then here's a percussive organ. This is another contact. Can you tell I'm a big fan of contact instruments? This is the C3, which is basically a Hammond, and it's really like real sounding compared to that Logic one. So we'll do some percussive stuff with this one. So that's kind of, you got the percussive organ, the background organ I call it, the bubble organ, and this tutorial, you can't get that reggae sound without guitar. So I'm going to quickly just record a little bit of guitar here. Just delete this. Hang on one sec. So I have my guitar here. I'm just gonna play a little bit. I don't know if you can see this. This is a cheat. This is an earplug that's muting the top two because I'm only using 4 strings here. So I'm just gonna play along real quick. Anyways, there's my terrible guitar playing for you. It takes me a long time when I do recording to just get it to sound good, and then I just loop it. Yeah, so let's take a listen to what we just did here. Just kind of mixing it a little bit. Sounds pretty cool. So anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm gonna do another one on guitar, like a little bit more in depth on how to get some good tones for guitar. But yeah, basically I just use like a grand piano, or I'm gonna start using that M1 piano more often, and the bubble organ. Sometimes I'll throw in some percussive organs, but just stay tuned for some more videos, and like I said, check out my other videos. I just did one on bass, and I have like a full kind of tutorial on making a song start to finish, so check that out. Make sure and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.